So basically, I started windsurfing around 10 years ago when I was 11 to 12. My father is a national level coach, national level windsurfer himself, and that is how I got into the sport. And ever since I was a child, I was always inclined towards the water. I learned to swim at a very young age, and I loved being in all around the ocean. I loved going to the beach. So that is how I kind of picked up this sport, and I fell in love with it since the minute I tried this sport. And that is what keeps me motivated every time to, keep pushing and keep continuing also. Yes, so the Youth Olympics was an experience I can't put into words. Like, I still can't really describe the feeling because it was something just so different, compared to all the other competitions I've ever been to. Being the only female there in this sport and being able to represent my country itself was like the proudest feeling for me. I was only 14 at that time, so it was a bit challenging. It was a bit tough because I was, still learning a lot, and since I was just a child, and being in this big arena was a bit scary for me. But just representing my country and going forward in that direction was a good feeling for me. When it came to the Asian Games, I was there along with my brother. We both qualified from India. We were the only Goans at the Asian Games and the first Indian windsurfers to represent India at the Asian Games. And again, it was just unbelievable for both of us to be there, because in windsurfing, no one has done this before. And that is what we keep wanting to do. That is our main goal, to take this sport to a new level in India. Because this sport is not like cricket or football, it's comparatively a very rare sport. So our main goal right now is to get it to the top, to get people aware about this sport. And through our achievements, hopefully we can do that. Well, all my national medals, maybe national or international, all of them mean a lot to me because it's a lot of hard work that goes in. But if I had to choose one, it would definitely be the IQ foil medal I recently won, because that was the first IQ foil medal for India. It was in Thailand. It was a lovely competition, a very healthy, good competition, and I really enjoyed it. And it was also my first international competition on the IQ foil. It was my first international competition after my long break in windsurfing. So it definitely meant a lot to me.
So far?
I'm still overcoming a lot of the challenges that I face with this sport, honestly. First being, the sport is not very recognized. So when I say not very recognized, I mean we don't get a lot of kind of financial support that we would expect to get, especially after reaching a certain level in the sport. And I believe that is because there are not a lot of people who are into the sport right now. If we get more Indians or more Goans getting into this and achieving more for our state, for our country, that would help a lot, not just to us but to everybody else as well. These are a few challenges I face when it comes to financial support. Even also sometimes we don't have a large fleet in India, so training becomes a bit of a problem for us, because it's always that I'm always training along with my brother. So this is one of the biggest challenge I face, because everywhere internationally they have a fleet of at least 7 to 12 sailors who are sailing every day together, and that is how you better your skill and that is how you better yourself. But for us, we don't have that kind of a fleet, and we don't have access to that kind of a fleet. So that becomes challenging for us as well. So there are a lot of issues that we face. Being a female athlete also is challenging. But I would like to thank Engine for helping me and supporting me in a small way that they can. And now that I represent Engine, it's really helping me through my journey. So thank you. So right now I've changed from windsurfing to IQ foil. So basically IQ foil is just an elevated version to sailing. It's kind of an upgrade, some would say. The only difference is we have a carbon mast under our boat, so it kind of comes up off the water. It's not just gliding on the surface, but the entire boat is above the water. So for this, my training schedule has completely changed because I need to work on muscle building and weight training. So before every competition, I'm right now focusing on that. My schedule is it's very packed. I mean, being an athlete is not very easy. I train 2 times in a day before any competition, and if I'm not 2 times in a day, that's at the gym. And this is if I'm not able to sail for some particular reason, maybe weather issues or anything like that. Or otherwise, I spend at least 2 hours in the water. This is like roughly how my training schedule looks like. And for a sport like mine, we take about 1 hour prior just to rig the entire equipment to make sure everything is right. We need to rig our sail before the session. So it's when I say training, I mean spending a good 4 to 5 hours a day just on this. Yes, I am. I am very positive about my chances for the Asian Games because I am working very hard towards it also. I just finished my first trial round where I won. We had a series of 12 races and I won all 12. The second round of qualifying would be in Jan. I seem pretty confident about that one as well because I know that I have put in my 100%. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.